What's good, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. Like, share, subscribe, comment. IG TikTok bottom of the video, and we're just gonna hop right into it. So, today, we're doing a game two reaction of the obviously the Indiana Pacers Thunder NBA Finals. So we just gonna hop right into it. So obviously we know the Thunder, decisively won this game. That's kind of what I was thinking going into it, just because the Thunder, they bounced back well. Every game, I don't think they've lost two games in a row. I know they haven't actually. I know they haven't lost two games in a row in the playoffs, and every time they come back off a loss, they end up beating the shit out of the team. Look what happened in Denver game two. Even when they got down against Memphis and let them come back, I mean, they respond pretty well when they after a loss. So this is really what I was expecting. It doesn't really change my idea on the series. I mean, I still think the Thunder was gonna win in six now. The Pacers probably get game three or four, and then I expect the Thunder to finish them out then. So the difference in one of the main differences in today's game was one the double bigs lineup. We already knew typically with their starting lineup they went Shea, Caruso, Jalen Williams, Chet, and Isaiah Hartenstein. But they had went away from that last game just to make their team more switchable. And Hartenstein does have problems, kind of like having a guard to all the way to the 3 point line, and that's both of Indiana's bigs can shoot. So it does cause him a problem because he did give up a couple pick and pop threes to this game, and Miles Turner had that crazy ass dunk on his head. I ain't gonna lie, that dunk it was late. The game was pretty much out of hand at that time, but that dunk was nasty. I ain't gonna lie, but yeah, Hartenstein's been having issues with that, but they still went to it. And it caused problems. It worked out, so we definitely will see the big lineup. Definitely, two big lineups still. I mean, the next coming games, they'll go back to what they do usually. So that was a big difference though. You could tell on because the rebounding and just the fear when they're squeezing the paint. Just the sheer size trying to get to the basket. It made a difference. Now another difference in this game was that Chet and Jalen Williams played better. Chet and Jalen Williams, are obviously they're second and third best players, second and third best options on the team. But that last game they didn't play well. I think Chet had 6 points. Jalen Williams shot 6 for 19, and it was really just Shea last game. And Shea was playing. I mean, he wasn't playing great, but he was playing. Nah, he was playing great, but he wasn't playing out of his world. He had 38 last game, but he ain't getting no help, and that contributed to Indiana coming back. This time, he actually did get some help, and we seen the results of it. Jalen and Chet had great games, and then they also got some contributions for Aaron Wiggins. Aaron Wiggins had 17, so he had a great game too. So they had, I think they had like four people who scored 17 plus. So that's always nice to look at. So yeah, when you get help like that, like I've been saying, they shot creation. Well, it can be an issue, but I'm like when they all come to play, they just so deep of a team, it's just hard to beat them. Now, I feel like this game, and I already kind of spoke on this. We can just go over this real quick. OKC is officially get back game. Them niggas, like I said, bro, they when they come back, them niggas is get back game. Like when they lose, they get in they get back, bro. They on that, bro. They are officially get back game. As soon as they lose, they gonna beat the shit out you. You beat them niggas one game, next game they gonna beat the hell out you. I don't know what it is, what the exact recipe is, but they gonna beat the hell out you. Now, with the Thunder, it's a repeating theme that we can go over and over and, over again, and that's defense. The defense was outright phenomenal tonight again. Now, they didn't turn them the Pacers over like they did last game because what the Pacers had 20 some turnovers last game, but the defense was just phenomenal. They were having the Pacers take bad shots. They not bad shots, but the Pacers were not getting good shots. Even to the point Tyrese Halliburton stepped back court literally just because they was guarding him so far out. So the defense was phenomenal. The communication, the switching, everything out of place, front and the guards fighting the front to post when they switching, help defense for a pass over top. Everything was beautiful. I'm not gonna lie. So And they obviously were switching a lot because that's probably the best way to guard Indiana. You just have to have the personnel for it. But the Thunder have historic personnel. Like they have some of the best defensive personnel I've ever seen. So that was not an issue for them. But yeah, defense, defense, defense. I don't know how much more we can say about the Thunder's defense, but nigga, they came to play tonight. Now, thing about I guess I've been pretty much just talking about Indiana this whole game. It wasn't OKC this whole video. It wasn't really much to say about Indiana. We have another game where Halliburton is not being aggressive. Now I know last video I did, kind of, you know, defend Halliburton saying he, is definitely just trying to play his game more. And like I said, the Thunder were playing great defense, so he was trying to get the best team offense and he gets off the ball quick and everything. But he does, as a best player, he does have to be more aggressive. But I think this is just going to be a difficult series anyway for Halliburton for the simple fact the personnel, like I said, it's just hard. Like, yeah, when you're a great player, you are going, still figure out ways to score. But like, what kind of team? What team have we ever seen have this many great perimeter defenders and then have a fucking Chet Holmgren behind them? Like, it's like yikes. Like they legit have one, two. They had at least have 5, 6 great perimeter defenders, and then Chet Holmgren is behind him. And then you see how Chet got on that chair on TJ McConnell ass. I was like, damn, Chet. Yeah, that boy nice. That boy nice. But yeah, Halliburton does have to find a way. Like I said, I was trying to shoot him some bail last game, but it ain't working. He does have to find a way to, off scoring wise, put his fingerprints on the game. Now he was, his assist was low this game too, but I think his scoring to help his passing, just for the simple fact he keeps attacking, he gets by. They're going to have to, obviously send help. That'll help his pass, send help, and then they'll work from there. So I think the scoring will help his passing, but he just has to be more aggressive. He was starting to be more aggressive late. I feel like he was getting a lot more space late. They were trying to, go fast, real quick pick and rolls. So I don't know if that's something that was the end of the game and OKC wasn't as crisp on, or this is something that they could look to exploit next game, because it does seem like he was like at least the last just the fourth quarter, I say he was was getting some more open gaps and more space, but shit, we're gonna see if they exploit it or this is just something that was a lack of focus thing, but I don't think it's much to say about any other side of things. Like I said, I just expected this to happen with just because OKC always does this in every game. After every game they lose, but I can't, I still got the Thunder. I don't think there's much more to say than that. Yeah. So appreciate y'all for tuning in. Like, share, subscribe, comment. ID TikTok on the video, and we out.